Your collective is likely pondering. September 12, 2016. Dear ones. Others seem to be reporting miracles and glowing feelings that those of you feeling left out do not. Perhaps you once experienced similar miracles or sensations. But that was long ago, and does not match the sameness you feel now as you go about your day. You have evolved beyond the need for daily verification of the rightness of your being. Just as was true when you no longer needed a parent or teacher telling you that your reading skills were progressing wonderfully. You are beyond requiring instant gratification for any part of your being. In truth, you have arrived at a crossroads most could not envision even a few months ago. For you have evolved beyond the need for teachers and information apart from Earth. Even though that information reminds you of details you might have neglected, such information is no more important than was true once you learned to read and no longer required an adult to help you sound out the big words. If you will, you are evolving to more complicated books that require nothing but your attention and interest. So it is you are feeling somewhat neglected or forgotten as you transition to new you. Perhaps you forgot you are shifting to places no one has dared or been able to explore. So even though those of us not of Earth at this time can observe, console, or encourage you, we cannot fully understand what you are exploring. You are shifting the universes in ways you cannot yet imagine. Think of those parents who never attended college and glory in the reports of their children as they complete their college coursework and find related jobs. Even though those parents can observe, console, and encourage, they cannot fully understand their children's college environment nor their resulting jobs. So it is for us. We have never been where you are now. This transition is new to all of us including you, which was expected. The surprise is you are moving ahead so rapidly that there is no time for universal clearing and collecting of experiences between Earth lives. The original plan was for you Scoutmasters to initiate the shift followed by your children and grandchildren, either of this life or the next, living the life you initiated. The information you gathered was to be consolidated and passed on to those who decided to carry the torch. Such is no longer a valid expectation of you or us. You have transitioned so rapidly that you are creating new you without the parameters once expected to help you. This is neither terrible nor frightening, merely that you have, in a sense, outgrown your teachers and parents. So it is we offer encouragement and observe in amazement your courage and tenacity in continuously moving beyond expectations. Which returns us to your original fear that you have done something wrong, for you are no longer experiencing the miracles others seem to receive without question or doubt. You are the miracle. And we, of other dimensions, are collecting data on how best to encourage you to move beyond what you have achieved. Think of us as proud parents who never attended college. As you complete the coursework we cannot yet understand, you are moving to a life we never dreamed possible. Even though we are gathering in collectives, including some of your segments, to enhance your journey, we have not yet established key points of interaction. Perhaps that thought is a bit frightening, for that means you are on this adventure without a map or a reward. We are gathering to discover the best way to encourage you without shifting your projected path. You are Scoutmasters discovering new trails to be utilized by those following. But those trails are so new, we cannot tell you what you will feel or experience until you report back to us. Perhaps you have not yet understood that your mission, that you so graciously accepted, was to shift the universes, as well as Earth. A mission to be accomplished over several of your Earth lifetimes or by those who followed. For no one, least of all you, thought you could nullify your past karma and move far beyond as you have done. Those of you stuck, as it were, with dreams that never seemed to come to fruition, beg to differ. You have moved so rapidly that we of other dimensions and collectives do not yet quite understand how you are evolving. Do we point you in the direction of the reward that seems important to you now? Or do we point you in the direction of the reward you will find important in a month or year? That is our quandary. Those of you reading this message are most likely screaming within yourselves to point/nudge you to your reward or miracle now, and to yet another one when you have evolved beyond that. Such is the debate within the various non-Earth dimensions and collectives. Of course, that makes you angry, for you have worked diligently to reach this point and need something to earmark your courage. Yet, you have not completely accepted your being. That is the center of our quandary. Will a reward now shift your direction from your 3D world to beyond? Or will it encourage you to remain of Earth, instead of floating into the ethers? Not that we are stopping your adventures, instead we are reviewing our original projections and determining how much you can achieve without our assistance, and when and where to intercede. We are indeed in this glorious venture with you. But we need to assess our role so that you do not move forward more rapidly than you can comprehend or tolerate physically. Much is going on within your being throughout this equinox and eclipse time that you cannot detect, for most is occurring in your night and day dream states. Is your being overloaded, or is your dream the peace you need to feel comfortable in your new you being? A bit like the parents of a college student who wish to reduce the amount of time that student is in college, so their financial burden is reduced. Do they push their child to take more coursework that will reduce costs, but might result in that child spiraling stress or exit before graduation? So it is for us now. How can we best help you achieve your ever-expanding goals without harming your physical or emotional being? Know that we love you dearly and are extremely proud of your accomplishments. Because you are courageous souls, you chide us for not encouraging a more rapid forward movement. But we are pondering that approach as you evolve internally and much more rapidly than either you or we believed possible before you entered Earth in this lifetime. So be it. Amen. Channeled by Brenda Hoffman. www.lifetapestrycreations.com